Back everyone to the finals of the PPG Case tournament hosted on January 8th, 2023. In your finals, we have Red Green Law versus Purple Kaido. Very exciting. We've seen both of these players on stream before. We saw Kaido on stream in top 8, and we saw Law on stream very recently win his match against Kid in top 4. And so moving into this finals, time is not a factor, and so I'm very excited to see the results of this. Chesko, what do you think?
Yeah, so this Kaido player actually defeated 2 Law players in a row to get here, so he's kind of running through the gauntlet right now, and
without 7-drop,
without 7-drop king, and I bet he's thinking in his head, "Wow, I wish this card was in my deck." But that being said, having beat 2 in a row, you're just perfectly right.
Absolutely. And I'm really excited to see Kaido and Law in the finals. We had a bunch of kids in the top 16, and they all end up getting weeded out, coming down to just Law and Kaido. Only 3 Kaido in the top, and 1 makes it to the final. I'm a big fan. Going to go ahead and get into the game, and it looks like Kaido is going to start us off.
Yeah,
and oh, I love it.
Yeah, there we
We're
go.
going to start. We're going to play the Orochi, and on 2K, it attacks Bonnie.
Yep.
So that's great. We don't start. It's just it's just telling the opponent that we
there's no way.
So does he actually play the Smile Fruit? Yeah. They're gonna force him to. Oh. Well, that is some great information, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. So because he plays the card, he does actually get to go through his deck and shuffle what the cards in his life are. So even more impactful of a 1-drop here.
Yeah. So like you said, you get information. You can count your islands. Oh, I have how many islands do I have in my deck? How many 10 drops? How many 9 drops?
Absolutely. And you only play this card in this matchup. But this one in the Kid matchup, of course. But still, very nice. Wow. All right. So this is a fine start from Kaido. We're going to see Law go. Place 2 Don down, and I'm expecting 2 1-drops here personally.
We've seen this before, I think. Yeah. So
do we have a Nami? That's the real question here.
Yep. You want a Nami, and then I like a Nami Bonnie turn 1. What do you think?
Nami Bonnie is a very solid turn 1. We do have Nami. I also like double Nami turn 1.
Oh yeah, double Nami turn 1 is also very good.
We might be looking for a chopper to round out our. Oh my goodness! Another Nami whiff. The stream is cursed, everybody. The stream is cursed.
Nami whiff in finals. You hate to see it.
Wow.
And that
Nami
almost perfect. Nami Bonnie, almost perfect. Unfortunate.
Almost perfect. And Bonnie whiff number 1. So
yeah, crazy.
Woo. Yeah, that Nami. That Nami is essentially the same as the Orochi that was played.
Yeah, pretty much. They do the same exact thing.
And we see Island. All right. Kaido's probably feeling very confident right now. Law is probably a little. We cannot get to the leader effect this turn, but we could play a Zoro. The Master of 5Ks will probably swing for 5K.
Yeah. So, man, I don't know. Playing Zoro kind of plays right into King. I mean, you do get some aggression.
Kind of take the bullseye off of the Bonnie.
Exactly. Yeah, that's fair.
This turn.
Yeah.
Kaido will be going to 6 Don, and then Oni can put him at 7, but one of those is rested.
Rested, yeah.
All right, so we will be taking that. Now, we have seen this Kaido deck does contain Who's Who.
Who's Who, and that does put you back in Don, but it also puts your opponent back as well. Comboing the Babanuki, that's that guy's name. Countering with
Babanuki gets countered.
Yeah, his name is.
What 1-drop do you think we're going to see? Does it
really? For the body, because you need 5. Obviously, you're fulfilling that condition. Even if it doesn't get any value, it's still pretty good.
It gets all the value it needs to get by being a body on. Going on this, just swing a simple 5.
Yeah.
Are you going 5 at Zoro?
I'm very happy about that.
Yep, I agree. And the Law does not have a lot of cards in hand.
No, they all Nami whiffed, and then he played no Tama. That was Monster's hand right there.
Cat go there. And the law player just, all right, are you killing it? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, very, very much expected.
Yeah, so again, we see the curve from King, from the Kaido player. As soon as you see Kaido summon a one-drop, you know what I mean?
I know, right? Value for the going first.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the turn for that Rochi to actually attack. There we go.
Now the Bonnie will probably end up being put back into the hand with the Law Leader effect. We're going to room it back to hand. Probably room Nami, play 5-drop Law, Shambles Bonnie.
Yep, there's a Beige.
There's a Beige.
So a 1-drop and then a 2-drop and still use the leader ability.
He could. His 2-drop would be a Rook, I imagine. I don't think we've seen Usopp from him today. No. We see a Nami. That's a great 1-drop.
That's a good 1-drop. He does play killer as well, the blocker killer.
That is fair. All right, Nami. We're not going to whiff again, are we?
Are we, Nami? No.
Are we, Nami?
No.
That's a Luffy.
That's a good card for sure.
That is. We can definitely exchange the Bonnie for it if we don't have Law in hand.
Yeah. Luffy now is he going to attack with it? We saw
you don't really want to give too much value to it, but we're going to swing anyway, and that'll be a damage. And
again, checking for who's who there would just come down, snipe the Beige, and it would just be so good for this King to swing right into that Luffy.
So good.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder, did he count the who's who? So is there a who's who in that life?
Yeah.
Could be pretty epic. Could definitely come up and save him. All right, so we definitely want to take the Luffy out. That's a very important kind of turn here. If we have a King, a 6-drop King, because we know there's no 7-drop.
Yeah.
Do we go ahead and take out the Beige?
Well, I think the answer is yes if we have a King, but the fact that he's swinging here the fact that he's swinging here makes me think that he does not. So here we're just going 8 into Luffy again. Luffy's a 6, so we're going an odd into an odd to force a 2K plus a 1K in the event that he would have to counter out. Again, let's see. Are we swinging?
Yeah, we're gonna go just 6.
Yeah.
Do we have a Queen coming down this turn? We got 6 Dawn left.
Breath seems fine. Getting rid of a 2K there is nice. Getting like a little.
That's good information for Kaido.
All right, so Brachio kills a 6 cost or less, and then you ramp a Dawn in active mode.
Yep, you add a Dawn from your Dawn deck and set it to active.
See,
now Law is behind.
I like the way he did that. Right, he still attacked the Luffy to basically trick your kills Luffy with the effect, but then he just removed it anyway.
Yep, that was beautiful. That was really well handled by Kaido.
Yeah, absolutely. And then again, if that Luffy does die to the attack, well, then I have the Brachio Bomb for the other Luffy or the Law or something in the later game, you know? The bigger jet pistol for sure, yeah.
All right, so we're thinking about what we're going to add with Bonnie here. I wonder, are we looking for a threat? Bonnie, it gets us all of our threats. It gets us our Luffys. It gets us our Laws. It gets us our Zoros. Are we trying to find a legitimate threat here, and did we just not find it?
Or are we trying to find a small thing in order to play the threat in our hand?
Well, all of Law's threats are 5 or less.
Two pieces of the puzzle, you know what I mean?
Yep. So here we go. We've got another Beige. So we will be able to very easily access our leader effect this turn for the low cost of 3 Dawn. So we've got the 1 Dawn there, and then... Okay. Now, interestingly enough, Kaido is about to go into turn 10, the 10 Dawn turn. Okay, we have another Luffy.
Yeah, if he can stay...
I have a 10-drop... Go ahead.
If he can stay at 3 life, it's pretty safe to 10-drop. Your opponent only has 2 cards in hand. This might be the first time we see a Law's board clear where the recovery will not be so swift. You know what I mean?
It depends. There's a Bonnie. That hand has a Bonnie. If this goes after the King, I think that we'll see a Blast Breath if there's no 10-drop, and we will not see a Blast Breath if there is a 10-drop.
Absolutely correct.
So we've got 9
to 7.
9K, potentially at King or at the leader.
Yeah.
So if I'm Kaido and I've got a 10 drop, so we're taking the
taking
damage
that
there.
one.
All right.
At the lead. Now we're swinging lead at lead.
So,
and you're just going to get out of this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Probably a 2K. Nope,
Sure.
a 1K. Black Maria. Fair enough.
All right. Yeah, I mean, this is honestly like a fine 10 drop. Your opponent is at the mercy of the bonding to recover, and your life is not super low. Like, you are at 2, but your life's not super low. And
yeah,
you pretty much guarantee to
low
put
enough.
Your opponent, yeah. But like if you 10 drop and you swing 5 into face, the chance of them going down to 2 is like it's like 50-50. They only have 3 cards in hand, drawing to 4, and then you're threatening lethal the following turn, right? Because you have island. Yep. So it's just no, it's not perfect, but I mean, now again he can just like king and like kill the blocker and then swing on the Luffy again. Like there's other options as well.
There are.
Oh, there you go. Like that one.
It looks like that's the one we're going to see here.
Yeah.
So we've got king. Goodbye, Beige.
Yeah.
You see him just shortcutting the Onigashima.
Yep. And then you want to swing at least 8 into this Luffy, or you can honestly just put it all on your king to guarantee its death.
I think 8 is fine here.
Yeah.
Because, yep, that's a down Luffy. We know one of the cards in hand is Bonnie. He probably does not want to sacrifice a Bonnie to save the Luffy.
Right. Just going 5. He doesn't. It feels like he doesn't actually want to deal the damage. He just kind of he wanted to get a card out of the hand there, you know.
Yeah, hoping that Law would just, counter out.
Yeah, exactly.
We have 3 Don up. The opponent is, running out of threats a little bit here. We have access to our 9 drop next turn to get around the Law.
And we have
got a blocker on the board.
Nice. Nice.
With 2 Luffy dead,
with 2 of the Rush Luffy gone, then the blocker might actually put in some work.
Yep. So we've got 2 king. Opponent is at 2 life. We are threatening super duper lethal.
Yep.
So I'm going to be very interested to see where Law goes with this turn. Law could just abandon all hope and go straight for the face.
Yeah.
Put the opponent on gotta have it.
Yeah.
It might all depend on what this Bonnie does. Can this Bonnie find a threat or a low-cost card to allow him to establish a threat he already has?
Yeah.
We don't know what his hand is because he has played the Bonnie. It's a Zoro. Not the biggest threat in the deck, but still a threat.
It does attack.
It certainly does. And we like that here. If we're Law, we like the attack for sure.
Yeah.
The Master of 5Ks. But we might actually have to suit up some of our characters this time.
Yeah.
Or our leader. Do these Namis go in? That's a question we've been asking all day long.
So yeah,
and the answer often has been yes.
Yeah, when your opponent has so few cards in hand, honestly, like a 5K is really like good enough because they're discarding like 1/3 or half of their hand, and if you can swing 2 5Ks into their 3-card hand, you're pretty much forcing a damage.
Yeah.
If he had a 1-drop that could then swap into Zoro, or like just obviously just play the Zoro, right? It's tough.
Yeah, you can just play the Zoro here.
Yeah.
The issue is going to be if there's a Blast Breath in hand, we're not closing this game out. And if we can't establish blockers, like we really need Law and Chopper here. That's what we really need to see.
I like Brook.
We got Brook. Well, that tells us a lot about that hand.
Yeah.
That does in fact tell us that he's got a Zoro in his hand along with that Brook.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I would like to see a Law
cards
here.
In hand.
If you can play Law, swap into Brook, bounce Nami back to hand, bounce Bonnie back to hand, play Zoro. I do like that.
Is this a Jet pistol?
Yeah, Jet the blocker. Okay.
All right.
Well, we're going in. I mean, just like you said, yeah, 1 Blast Breath kind of takes him out of the realm of winning.
Yeah, it absolutely does.
He's going for the king. All
okay.
Right.
We're not even going to use the leader effect here. Yeah, we're just going to
king and we're Blast Breathing. Yep. Okay.
Yep. He flipped the card over in his trash because he was thinking about flipping the Dawn over. I'm sure he'll fix it.
Yeah. Okay, and now the chance of lethal is incredibly high. What have we seen over and over again? attach
0
7
blockers.
to lead, attach 7 to lead, swing, burn, swing 10. If that doesn't work, I have a backup 7. How many cards does my opponent have in hand? And what is the realistic possibility they can counter this? We know he has a Zoro, and he played a 2K to the field. So things are looking pretty good for the Kaido this turn, I think.
Yep. So we've got 4 cards in hand as Law. One of them is Zoro. Yep. So we can just ignore that entirely. We've got 3 cards in hand.
Yeah. Now, one thing the Kaido player should do before going for game is attacking the Bonnie with the Orochi. He played it turn 1.
Actually, why don't we just attack that face with the... Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's scooping. Oh, man, I wanted to see her. I wanted to
there
see
it is. Oh,
yeah. I wanted to see
Orochi was about to go in. Okay,
attach
Kaido.
7 to Orochi. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah.
Kaido taking a decisive game 1, showing that 7-drop king is just as good as the 6-drop.
Who needs it?
So, who needs it? Exactly. Yeah, all right. Wow.
That was a quick one, man. Kaido saw a perfect curve. The game for Law was not that bad. He did whiff on 1 Nami, but he still was able to find like double Luffy Law. So it was like the game was not horrible for him. But again, this is where we're at. Best of 1. We're here in best of 3. Kaido was able to curve. He had his high variance work out for him. Law had a little bit of bad RNG there, and now we can just move on to game 2 and hopefully get some good RNG for both players. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Law is definitely one of those decks with a crazy ceiling, and the consistency pieces, but it can still not see them. Law has an amazing ceiling, but it has a very low floor.
Mm-hmm.
And now the Law player, we're sitting here, we're hoping that we don't see that floor. We just want to see that ceiling 2 games in a row.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, Kaido only needs to draw well 1 more time.
Exactly. And, Kaido really, he could do the same thing. Play 1 or 2 drop, depending on whether he goes first or second. Play Island, play King. That is the perfect curve for really, like, honestly, most matchups. That's the perfect curve, but definitely this one too.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
If he goes second, he doesn't need to see Island in order to play the King on turn 3 because he's going to have 6 Dawn if he's going second.
Yep. And we see he just covered the face with the leader. It is a conscious decision. Love it.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it.
Mini Kaido covering up big Kaido.
Yeah,
I like it.
All right, we see Law throw in the hand back. That's not what you want to see. Mm-mm. If you are rooting for the Law player right now, you do not want to see the Law have to mulligan.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we see Kaido really thinking on it here. I'm really curious to see, this Kaido player, we've watched him before really think on that mulligan. You have to big think sometimes. Might not have Oni, gonna choose to throw it back. Yeah. We might see him not have Oni, but actually have King instead. And just debating, is it important? Maybe there was a who's who, but regardless, we're mulliganing. Sure. So both players on an equal footing as far as RNG is concerned here.
I think when you win game 1, you can kind of like, in my mind, I'm like, I could kind of risk it a little bit. Let me go for a little bit of a better hand,
Yep. All right. There's our 4.
10 drop. We'll be seeing that later.
We'll be seeing that later. Yep. Oh my goodness. You play the 10 drop? I never would have guessed.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it? All right. So got a nice big shuffle here.
He's really shuffling, man. Come on. Let's go. he's
very important. You really want that Onigashima.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
Lost starts with 4 life. All right, just setting up. Cut the deck.
Gonna do our cut here.
All right,
top 5 to the bottom.
I need the perfect 5. That's what he's thinking. Let me get that perfect 5.
Let me get those nice juicy one-piece boxes. I need the perfect 5 to give me those nice one-piece boxes.
I need a Manga Shanks. I need an Alt Art Nami. I could take an Alt Art Zoro too. Need an Alt Art 10-drop Kaido. I need the boxes.
No. Need an Alt Art 7-drop King.
Need an Alt Art 7-drop King. Oh, it's okay. We actually haven't seen this before. Getting the Nico Robin. I don't think I've seen this at all from this Lost deck last game.
We have. It was countered.
All right. Well,
it has not been played, but it was used as counter fodder.
Sure.
All right. Do we have the blocker?
We got a blocker. Do we got a Orochi?
Do we have the blocker or do we have a Orochi? Might just be thinking about it. Orochi didn't really attack last game, so.
Bro, it attacked for game last game. What are you talking about?
It did. It really did. I mean, Kaido saw that Law was not just willy-nilly using the Bonnie.
Yeah, so he could hold it back a little bit, honestly.
Yep. The Orochi is really good to punish a Law player. But if you can't punish them because they know what they're doing, then it doesn't really work. And we see him counter it off. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what we're seeing here is respect. Also, he did see the Robin.
Yeah, especially when you see the Nico Robin, you're like, this isn't going to do anything. I should just keep it.
Yep. Absolutely. So.
All right, now
we're going for Don. Yep. Now we ask the all-important question that you always have to ask Kaido. Do you have it? Sir, do you have it? Do you have it?
All right, swing.
Okay, get the free 5.
We could see is this a Black Maria? Oh. Yeah, okay. So no island, Black Maria. Again, this still does. Ooh. This does still combo into, or this still leads into King next turn because he went second. Yeah, actually, Otama would be amazing here. You reduce that to a 3 power, and then the Nico clears it for free.
Yep. Oh boy. You would need 3 1-drops to get access to your leader effect this turn.
Yeah.
Otama is definitely looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just inquiring what the Black Maria does. Now, that Dawn -1 on that Black Maria, I don't think we can activate that this turn.
Nah, definitely not.
Definitely not. The Black Maria, for those of you who don't know, is a 4-mana 5K blocker. And on block, you can Dawn -1 to gain plus 1K power until the end of the battle. So we are actually going to see triple 1-drop. Double Bonnie. And then we're going to upgrade. I would like this Nami to be this Law. And I would like this Bonnie to be this Zoro.
Oh, wow. Okay. So what did we say? We saw last game, we saw the Kaido player kind of hit the perfect start. Now it's looking like the Law he's hitting that start that he wants to now. It's pretty crazy.
He is. You could say that he is, in fact, laying down the Law right now.
Laying down the Law. Oh, is that who's who?
Oh?
No. Okay. No.
It might have been Bagawa. If it was Bagawa, I think I definitely would have gone for the ramp trigger.
Yeah.
It was just a trick.
Getting out of it. Okay. All right. Well, we can still king. I mean, it's not too bad. We could king. I think you just kill Zoro, right? I mean, kill Zoro.
Double 5K. Double 5K at Zoro. Black Maria attacking.
Yeah. And then king whatever's left over. Could be Robin or Beige.
Yep. Yeah, we see him leaving Robin. 6 up, not putting a Dawn on the Kaido to swing 6. So it is a possible free Law. But I mean, we're definitely showing king here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to get the free block. Going to force the Black Maria to attack, which of course she is. And it's probably better to counter out of this because if we block with Beige, then we also lose Zoro and we lose 2 things. Yeah.
He just put his Dawn in the. He
put it in his Dawn.
Yeah, he put it in the Dawn. He's gonna be looking for that Dawn next turn. There we go.
There it is. There you realize. Oh yeah.
Whoops. Okay. Here's a question. Do you think it would be better to kill the Robin because he's more likely to attack with the Zoro anyway, which means the Zoro will be rested for you to attack the next turn. Whereas killing the Robin, he's going to save the Robin until you have a blocker, and she's keeping you off playing little blockers.
I think that you do not do that, mostly because of the shenanigans that you can do with Zoro. Any opportunity to remove Zoro is important because of what Law can do with it.
Okay.
That Zoro is not a 3-mana 5K vanilla when he's on the board anymore. Sure. He represents combos, and Law being a very combo-centric deck, I want to remove as much combo as possible.
Yeah,
I can get the Robin when I get the Robin.
Sure.
We've seen Kaido not even playing blockers a lot. So here we have another Zoro, which is unfortunate from the Kaido perspective, very fortunate from the Law perspective.
Yeah.
So Law's looking to probably.
He's kind of going ham this game.
Yep, we're gonna choose to save a Don and play Brook instead.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Robin's gonna turn sideways this turn.
Go sideways anyway. Sure.
Yep. Could still see an Otama potentially, but that would cost him a card on the board, and I don't think that he's gonna want to do that. Master of 5Ks doing what he does. Swing 5. You gotta love to see it.
Yeah, there you go. You just swing on it. Sure.
Yeah. And then we're gonna go in room. Now the question is, are we gonna shamble?
Have another law. Oh,
shambles.
Wow.
Ooh,
beautiful.
Room. You room and you put the opponent in shambles.
He's gone crazy. Yeah, he's gone crazy.
Going crazy. He is laying down the law this game too. And Kaido taking a 5. Really, really hoping for a who's who there.
This is called hitting your ceiling for sure. This is definitely that.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. Who's who there would remove the Robin. Would have been huge. We're attacking with this law too. Yeah, we are going to go ahead and take advantage of the no island and try to push for that game through.
Definitely, for sure.
Yeah, Kaido's already down to 2 life. This is another 7.
Yeah, the thing is that you're just you're safe from the 10 drop. So like you're safe on the 10 drop. You can turn everything sideways. He'll spend his turn removing whatever, and then you'll just turn everything sideways again. And when you put him down to 1 life, I mean, we got options. We got options.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Kaido player just like suits up and goes face twice. Obviously, that's not gonna be the best play. We have Beige. Because of the king, we're only on 7 Dawn. So not only can we not get to the 10 drop this turn, we can't get there next turn either without some ramp. Now we have seen Brachio Bomb. Yeah. And the Brachio Bomber could take out the active mode law and get another Dawn.
Yeah.
7 at probably Zoro. Zoro's the cleanest attack there.
Yeah, for sure.
Could very easily see Beige just stop this. I mean, that's an option too. He also saw the Brachio Bomber.
Yeah, so he's thinking about it where it's like, how do we play around this card specifically?
Yeah. All right, so, I mean, if Kaido Brachio bombs here, he's still in danger. Okay. We can put the Dawn on the leader and swing. Always 6 at Robin.
Mm-hmm. Blocking and protecting.
We're going to counter out with the Bonnie. We have 2 Bonnies, so it's fine.
Yep. And then we're going to queen.
We're going to go queen.
All right, Dawn -1, draw 2, discard the second copy of Island. That's what he does.
The first copy of Island.
There you
go. Discard the 9 drop. We're not getting to him this game.
Yeah, it's usually like the Island or your second boss monster that you can't play.
Yep, absolutely. Kaido, a good bit on the back foot here.
Absolutely.
Law, instead of having 1-drops, has evolved the board into attackers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
you got 5 attackers. Left. Your opponent's at 1 life. He's got 1 blocker. I like those odds. Those are good odds.
Do we have the jet pistol? Are we just gonna make the queen go away? It's a very easy pistol.
Yeah. I feel like nearly every queen has gotten pistoled like immediately. It's so funny.
I know. It either gets pistoled or they Otama it and ignore it.
I'm telling you, queen might as well say, play this card. Your opponent activates jet pistol next turn or off of the life.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Oof, that is very rough for Kaido. Very good for Law. So Law is looking to close the game out this turn and could do it, but Kaido does have a book in the hand.
He's got quite a few, man.
Yeah.
It could honestly, I don't know. Was that like 8?
That's a lot, but if you swing 7 every time, like that's 2 cards each swing.
2 per swing.
Except for the one that blast breaths, but then that puts Kaido on even less energy. Less Dawn.
Less Dawn for next turn. Yeah. Here we see, like, when you don't have Island, it's so much harder to chain like these kings and queens back to back. When you still have Island, you're still ramping up toward your 9 and your 10, and those are going to be your equalizers, right? But without the Island, you have no equalizer. You're just stuck playing like the same turn over and over again.
Yep. All right. So we've used our Dawn a lot here. So we're probably swinging 5s and 6s instead of 7s.
6s, yep.
Which is fine. You're not exactly, threatened at the moment.
No.
We just saw him add a killer to hand from the Bonnie.
Yep.
So we can very easily use the leader effect, put Zoro back in hand, and replay or not replay, but play the killer.
Yeah.
So that he has another line of defense and still has 1 Dawn left to put onto the killer.
Yeah.
Or we could be just putting this Dawn on Nico Robin. And we're going to just put it on Nico Robin. And you know what? 5. The master of 5Ks, swinging 5.
Strikes again. Go ahead and discard 1 card, please. Whoa, he took it.
Whoa
there. Interesting.
Whoa,
Well, he can definitely like combo out of everything currently on the board.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting for sure.
I did not see him taking that attack.
No, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, me neither. I mean, I'm a little struck at that.
Is that hand just all
that bad? Yeah.
Yeah, just all uncomboables. Yeah, so we're gonna forfeit the leader effect here, and we're just gonna go 7.
We're gonna make both of these 7, so both of them shred 2 cards out of the hand, which is pretty solid.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay, we see Drake Orochi.
And he has all 2. Again, Kaido is a lot of 2Ks. It's either you can't combo with them or they're 2Ks, counter with them. So it's like
we also just saw him take a 5 and then forced to combo out of a 7.
And there's
our blast breath.
Yeah.
Now I'm not sure how Kaido's gonna bring this one back, but with unlimited time, we're gonna try.
Yeah, I don't see like a path to victory. Maybe you just play for information, try to see more cards in your opponent's deck.
Potentially, that is a potential option. But there's only one set out right now. You have a good idea. You have a pretty. I think there's probably some Zoros. I think there's probably some Luffy's.
There's a jet pistol for sure.
Oh, definitely jet pistol. If I have a queen in my hand, there's a jet pistol in his.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna just bring it to the next game here soon, but we see what's up. Tech. What is swing Zoro?
Tech. Swing Zoro, swing Bonnie, maybe. Swing Robin.
That's fine.
Yep. Robin's down. Yeah. If Law is sitting on Luffy, then Law doesn't care anymore.
Yeah.
We're gonna see, and of course, the problem with not attacking Bonnie is that Bonnie can find Luffy.
Can find a Luffy for sure.
We're gonna see a 7K swing at, I'm guessing, Zoro.
Yeah.
Yep, that is Zoro. And the opponent cannot counter out of it, which is also very concerning.
Very concerning.
Very concerning.
I don't know. It's like you said. If he has the Luffy, he doesn't care. He plays it, makes it a 10, swings. It's fine.
Yeah.
You turn everything else sideways.
10 is enough. Yeah, I don't know if 10 is enough, but then the 6, the 5, like.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Also, he could just not. He could just not have had the ability to counter out.
Yeah, absolutely. So we could see the cheapest we can get the Luffy down for is 4 Dawn.
Yeah.
2 Dawn to play 1 drop each. And are we just going to jet pistol the queen again?
No way.
We're just going to jet pistol the queen.
Oh my gosh. So,
but
anyway, we know about, Bagua. He left 2 up. Probably has Bagua. Thunder.
Yeah.
Thunder. Equip 6 to lead, swing for 11. Yeah, your opponent has so many cards in hand.
Yeah, just spread it out in 7s. It's 2 cards per attack.
Yeah. It's funny that he might be able to survive this turn, which is actually really funny, but I don't quite think so.
Yeah, and then what though?
Yeah, no, exactly. Everything would have to be counterable, and he would need a lot of 2Ks. And
counter off the queen. Counter off the queen from hand. I'm not going to let you jet pistol this one. Yep. I'm going to do it myself.
I'll do it myself.
All right. So we got another 7, and then we'll have 9 with the leader, which is pretty solid.
Oh, there's the blast breath. 9 with the leader. So we need another blast breath and a 1K. I mean, we can go to game 2, game 3.
We do not have it. Yeah,
there we go.
Not have it.
All right, these games have honestly been pretty quick and concise. We are on our way to game 3 here in finals. Law versus Kaido. Jeez.
Kaido will get the opportunity to go first. Now, if Kaido doesn't find Island, we're going to see a struggle very similar to the one we saw there. Kaido can still see his boss monsters. Kaido can still see kings to make removal options. But the Dawn -1 is real. And that is what Kaido wants to avoid. So we really need to see Onigashima Island from the Kaido player.
I feel like both players kind of hit their ceilings game 1 and then game 2. Oh, yeah. Like Law went like Kaido
went in.
Kaido did hit its ceiling. It's just a little less flashy. He just curved very well, and it's just less flashy. Law's ceiling is very flashy, very explosive. So it looks a lot cooler, but like, you know, both players drew exceptionally well in the game that they won.
Yep, absolutely. So let's see if we can have a nice slugfest here in the final.
Yeah,
this is the last game of the last round of the PPG One Piece case tournament. I am excited to see who wins. I don't know who to root for, man. I think I'll root for whoever wins.
I mean, you know, I'm rooting for the viewers at home. You know, I'm hoping they're having a good time.
Absolutely.
No, I'm kidding.
I want to see an excellent match here. A slugfest. Trade back and forth. Yeah. Both players on 1 life at the end.
Yeah. Well, one of them at 0 life and then the other at 1.
Yeah. All right. Law throwing back. Oh, no. Oh, no.
All right. And it looks like Kaido kept, or at least he's thinking about keeping.
Thinking about it. That's not great. That's not a snap keep.
Yeah, if you have to think about it, I don't know. That's the thing too. You could have Island in hand, and normally you're tempted to keep that. But if you just have Island and then a bunch of like cards that do nothing into like the Law deck, it can feel like as bad as not having Island, basically, you know?
Absolutely can. Absolutely can. Yeah. Like if I'm looking at my hand right now and it's Island and 4 boss monsters, I kind of want to send it back. So we're going to keep. Now with that hesitation, I wonder if we see Oni, then he might not have very much counter power.
Yeah.
If we don't see, okay, we're going to start with the Orochi here.
Yep, back to Orochi. That's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, let's remember the
life. Law needs to put the life down.
About to be a real quick game 3.
Ooh, that's not how you want to see it go down.
No, it's fine.
All right, we get our 2 Dawn.
We got some nerves, man. I like it. We got some nerves. We got. They're
both the Orochi. Need to resolve the Orochi.
Yep. Mandatory shuffle. Look through the deck. Where's my who at? Where's my who's who?
Yeah, I'm counting who's who right now. That's what I'm doing. If I am in the Kaido player's shoes, we need to know: should I be taking risky damage? Oh man, we've seen Jet Pistol in the life so often today. I want to see a who's who, man. I really want to see a who's who in life.
I think we did. We saw it in the last time this Kaido player was on stream. There was a who's who.
No, he played it. He played it from hand.
He played it from hand. Okay.
Yeah. Less exciting.
Less exciting. You're right.
It's hard to beat the excitement of the Jet Pistol off the life.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, Law did have to full mulligan, so let's see what we've got. We have Nami. Beautiful. Okay, Nami, will you whiff again? Uh-oh. No. Okay, good. All right, so Nami did not whiff. We're looking at the hand. Do I need this boss monster or do I need this chopper?
Yeah.
And survey says...
Okay.
Robin again.
Just like last time. No,
just like last time. Do we have a 1-drop to go with this Nami? We certainly do. And it's Bonnie. Oh.
All right. Good opening. Nami, Bonnie. This time Nami actually hits. It's a good opening.
Yep. All right, Kaido. How's your opening?
Yep. There we go. 5 face.
Okay. 5.
Taking the damage and then playing. Do we have it? Onigashima.
Oh.
It could be like
we're thinking about it. Yeah. Oh, no, it's Oni. Okay.
There we go. Yeah, just play
Interesting.
Oni.
So he had Oni. Are we is that king. Handful a boss monster? Maybe no king.
Yeah, no king. I think we're gonna see like a queen next turn if he's lucky.
Oof. And okay. That looks like a Robin Brook. Maybe we attack first. Does he know? Does he know about
the Robin Chopper, I think. But yeah.
It's not Huzu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robin Chopper.
Robin Chopper.
Right. Robin Chopper.
Tony Chopper. All right. Yep. I mean, King would just be good here. Kill Robin, protect your Orochi. Got to protect that Orochi at all costs.
King's good. Who's pretty good too.
Yeah, who's like
got to protect the Orochi at all costs. Really.
Yeah, dude.
Very, very important. Well, Kaido needs to protect him because apparently they're allies.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and
all right. Yeah, I mean, based on the way he's thinking about stuff, it makes me wonder what he has. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah. Like we've seen the leader attack just very easily. So,
yeah.
There we go. So we do not have a who's who, so we're just gonna, get it, Orochi.
Get it while you can.
Yep, get in there.
Yeah, dude, he has 3 Dawn up. He could still who's who here.
He could. He absolutely could. Still hasn't used Oni yet. And
Sasaki.
Okay. You were right. The hand had the Oni, but it didn't have the top end.
No.
Oops, all 2Ks.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, like Queen would probably feel okay there until it just gets jet pistoled again for like the 18th time, but
Queen will of course get jet pistoled. Let's not pretend.
Yeah.
Okay, Law going into this turn, feeling pretty confident. We've got Bonnie effect. We've got Robin to clear a chump for free on the attack. If we have Otama, we could actually clear an active mode as well and use that Nami to go in on the Orochi.
Yeah, there's a lot of like creative ways you can deal with the board and pressure life. Again, King just not really saying, "Oh, there's a good card."
Oh, that's a good
Kaido
one.
Just
that's a good
not seeing like the king that he wanted, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good one though. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna put one on the Robin, and we're gonna just go ahead and swing 5, take out the Orochi.
Yeah, that poor child.
That is not a child. That is definitely an old man.
All right, 5 face here, and we're just gonna get out of
another Orochi. Oh no! All of the Orochis, no!
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Master of 5K, swinging for 5K. Will he go in with another 5K? Probably. We're gonna see a Chopper that maxes out our character count, allowing us to swap Nami for Law.
Yep.
And then we're gonna shamble.
Pick up
Bonnie. Do we have a Zoro?
Play killer and give it a Dawn.
Nice.
Swing 5 into face.
Yep, there's that 5K.
I almost feel like you take this one. If your hand's that bad.
Ooh, is it who's who? Nope.
All right. He's like, is that a 7-drop king? Oh, no, not on the deck list. Sorry.
Okay, now a 9-drop Kaido right here would be pretty decent, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah, it clears the Law. It gives you, open season on the Robin potentially.
Yeah.
Does not look like we have one.
You don't want your opponent to like, what do we got? Brachio Bomb King? Brachio Bomb?
Something?
Yeah. I mean, again, like, see how like Law does have like a pretty low hand size. Like, if Kaido was able to, play some like direct removal, then just a queen. If he was able to play some direct removal, like the game would probably be very much in his favor. But right now they're a little bit more. I wouldn't
queen discard Oni. You guys know what that means? It's about to get jet pistoled.
You're about to get jet pistoled for sure.
I've been here before. Sasaki, yay!
Like,
we're taking out the killer.
Yeah, I think you hit the killer, right? Just shrugs.
I mean, it's probably the Robin. Honestly, you take out the Robin and you just start going face. The issue with taking out the killer is that if the Robin survives, she just clears Sasaki for free.
You mean who's who?
Sorry, she clears who's who for free.
All right. That's fair.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, she clears Sabretooth, so yeah, you do. You just take out the Robin there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a pretty clean answer to it.
Yep.
And then I don't know.
Five face.
We go face here if we. So I think denying Law the draw off of the killer.
Yeah.
He could have just blocked with his Law, which is true.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
You're not pushing anything there. You just pass. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. All right. Let's see where Law is gonna go. Law has pretty much free reign. Do we just open the way we always do? Let's just set 4 Dawn aside.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's find it with Bonnie.
We gotta find it with Bonnie first.
Mm-hmm. Will this be the first queen to survive a turn cycle?
To block an attack.
Oh, hey, look at that, Azora. Right. Yeah, queen to block an attack. Oh man! All right. Do we not have the jet pistol?
I'd laugh. I'll laugh. I'm prepared to laugh.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and room.
Sure.
Play the Zorro. All right. I mean, Law doesn't have too terribly much aggression on the board right now.
No, like you said, we're just
that 4 Dawn left over.
We gotta deal some chip damage, some 6s, 6 on lead, 6 on Law. I mean 6 on Zorro, 6 on lead.
Yeah, we can't just willy-nilly swing 5Ks like Law likes to do.
We're going 7. Okay.
It's not bad. You could queen 2K.
Queen 2K. So the leader could swing for 6, and then you would put 1 on the killer, and it looks like that's where his Dawn is going for the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does look like the line.
Wow. Just taking it.
Maybe he saw who's who in the life. It's possible.
Yeah.
And he's just, praying for daylight here.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna see that block come out now.
Yep.
I haven't seen a queen block in so long. I forgot it could. I really thought it just got jet pistoled.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. We've got that 1 Dawn. We could put it on killer. Swing 5 at life. We'll just be comboing or countering out here. What card do we want to discard? We'll discard this Black Maria to not take that damage. We'll put 1 on killer, and we'll pass. Now, 10-drop Kaido, the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you would probably not have protected the queen.
You probably wouldn't have, but 10-drop is now or never.
Yeah, it really is.
It's now or never. Well, okay. I mean, 9-drop's also fine. I mean, it takes out the Law and attacks Zorro. Ideally, you get rid of some of these choppers, or at least the killer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're afraid to even attack with the queen because the killer then just draws your opponent a card.
Yeah.
So, but there's also the chance that he just does not have the boss monster.
Yeah.
Where is our Kaido Kaiju?
Yeah.
So just kind of flipping the Dawn, thinking, how am I going to use this Dawn this turn? How am I going to capitalize? And how in the world am I going to come back out of this hole?
Yep, Sasuke swinging for 5.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and start with a very simple Sasuke attack Zorro.
Mm-hmm.
With triple blocker up, this is gonna it's gonna take some navigation. That's for sure. This is where a 7-drop king would be very interesting. 6-drop king also would be fantastic.
I mean, not to beat a dead horse, but I think it's been demonstrated time and time again just how effective that card would be in any turn of either game. It would have just been
except turn 1.
Well, okay, thank you. Any turn it could be played. Yeah. Yes.
And when he goes to 6 Dawn, it's not very useful either.
Stop it. Let's just do it.
Okay, so we counter out with a Momo.
Yeah.
Interesting. Have we seen the Law player play a Momo?
I haven't seen a Momo before, no. I feel like
how many targets does Momo have in the law deck? It can't be that many.
I was about to say, I feel like this Momo is going to whiff all the time in this build. Like,
is that why the Nami was whiffing? You think maybe we've replaced a few Straw Hat options with Wano options?
That might be the case. Might be.
Might be. All right, we got another 5. So do we have a 9 drop?
It's telegraphing 9 drop for sure.
We are certainly telegraphing a 9 drop. Gonna go ahead and get the pre-draw out of this.
Yeah.
And then alternatively, we have another queen.
Sure.
That is an option here. So we got 5 at, I'm guessing, Zoro.
Yeah.
The immortal Zoro. He will not go down.
It could be like Queen Bagua, Queen Thunder. That's $7.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, it certainly could be. And we're just going to continue to protect the Zoro, using Bonnie to protect the Zoro. All right. Then we're swinging 6. You know what? Nope. I would really like it if that Zoro would go down. Chopper. Great.
Oh, beautiful. Ooh. I like that play.
Wow. Look at the resources that he was able to eat up while that Zoro was protected. I love it.
Ate a bunch of blockers and then removed it anyway.
Yeah. That right there is exactly how you can come out of a hole.
Yep.
You just make your opponent protect something that is already marked for death.
Yep.
Very excellent. How many? He lost a chopper, he lost a killer, and he lost 2 cards out of his hand to protect it. Wow. Yep. I love it. I love that play.
Good.
I hope it's not too little too late.
Good devotion of resources there for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. A very value turn. That was a very value oriented turn.
You know, it was plus, as we say, super plus.
It was plus ultra, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
And we've still got another Bonnie, so unfortunately we will be refilling this board.
Yeah, right. Bonnie, grab another Bonnie. Oh, we've seen this before.
Yeah, I think Beige is probably pretty likely right now.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry, Queen.
You know what? That's why I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Queen.
We see Otama as well. Oh,
Nami. Okay. Interesting. So that jet pistol is not the easiest thing to play right now. That might be for next turn.
I think it is for next turn for sure. You probably just kill the jumps with like your leader and whatever you're swapping into. Yeah. Like Law can attack Queen pretty fine here.
Law definitely can. All right. So we still need another body on the board. We've seen 3 Dawn spent, so we still have 7. We could play the Luffy if we wanted, and then still have the leader effect.
Okay, so he has 4 in hand. 1's jet pistol, 1's Luffy. Does he have another 1-drop?
A good question. Bonnie getting jet pistol. What an unfortunate turn of events for future queens.
Yeah.
4 cards in hand. Again, we could play the Luffy, but there might not be a good swap target.
Right. Yeah. Does he have 7, right? So you can play Luffy.
7 Dawn.
You could play Luffy for 5, just swing at the Queen, pay the 2, and just bounce the Nami back to your hand without playing anything else.
Absolutely. You definitely want to like take the board back right now.
Yeah, you definitely try to kill the chumps. Law can swing at Queen if it survives the Luffy. Your leader's going to attack something. So, okay, he's got this guy. This is 1 discounted for the Luffy, and you get your Bonnie back.
Now, the problem with swinging board is you are just heavily punished by 10 drop.
That's true, but, I mean...
You don't really have much of a choice in the matter.
So you think you just go face here? Because you could...
No, you have to go for the board, but... We've got 7... Well, I mean, if we're going 7, we might... we might be going face. Pretty solid blast breath out of it.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? You have triple blocker. If you put your opponent to 1 and they 10 drop you, the game could very well be over. So I think face is the place, right? I mean, if you put them to 1, you're threatening lethal. You have triple blocker. You might just be okay.
Yeah, that's a very fair point. You might just be okay.
Yeah. Now, alternatively, let's say you swing Law, then you have 2 blockers. Swing Law 7 into face. He discards 2 more cards. then you just swing your leader into Sasaki and you get a free kill as well. Still have double blocker. Killer still draws a card. You still have Jet Pistol in hand for Queen next turn. So I actually, yeah, I like swing Law 7. Yep, make him discard the last 2 cards in his hand. Make him discard them because he doesn't want to take this.
Yeah, absolutely does not want to take this.
Yeah.
So Kaido's on, I think, 3 cards in hand right now. It looks like Kaido's taking it.
And now you
never who's who.
Sasaki, right? Or face, whatever.
Just face, I think. Yeah.
Either way, all right. Either way, it protects it. And then
we're gonna replace that with a blocker. And yeah, you're at 1 life. Kill me or lose, I guess. That's kind of where the Law player's head seems to be at, and I'm okay with that. So
drawing
now Kaido cannot 10 drop.
No.
Very comfortably at all. So we're gonna have to put in some work this turn, and I wonder if he can.
Yeah.
That's the power of Bonnie.
Yep.
You know, he had such a high value turn, and we just see Bonnie, Nami, all this value that just comes down.
Yeah.
And Bonnie's still in hand.
Yeah.
We can reestablish that value next turn.
So it's Bonnie Jet. It's Bonnie Jet Pistol, right?
Bonnie Jet Pistol ?
Mystery card. Okay.
So Killer does not draw a card here, does he? Does Killer have a Dawn under him?
Killer does not have a Dawn, so he's not drawing.
All right. Oh, we're swinging with Queen. You know what?
Yep.
This card's not long for this world.
No. I know you got it. Yeah.
All right, we're just going to go ahead and counter out of that. So that's the Nico. So we know the hand. We have full hand knowledge now.
Okay. So now
we're going to go 8K at Chopper.
10 drop is offline.
Beige instead. All right.
Yeah.
We do still have 9 drop available to us. Unfortunately, those blockers just might prove to be a little too much. We have 6K.
6 and a 6.
Yeah, definitely trying to bait the Bonnie out of the hand.
Yeah.
And it's definitely very tempting for the Law player. He's thinking about it. He's thinking, do I do this or do I just let the Chopper go? I don't know that Law needs the leader effect anymore this game.
No, I don't think so.
It's possible.
But I mean, you never know, simply because now you can just I think now you get rid of the Bonnie and then you block the last attack. Seems to be the correct play.
Yeah. I mean, the Bonnie could be anything. It could even be a Luffy.
Yeah.
But you could also just protect the Luffy with the Bonnie.
Yeah. No,
we're going to block that. Well, don't worry. Sasaki is
we got
not going to attack.
Okay,
we know there's the Jet Pistol.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess we're just going to force it. Probably needs to filter that hand. I need to discard this boss monster. Might be what he's thinking right now.
Oh yeah,
there's the 10 drop. He did. It looks like he did have it, and he just would not play it this turn.
No, it's too dangerous for sure. All right, so starting the turn with 6 Dawn, right?
Yeah, we start the turn with 6 Dawn. We're gonna go ahead and do what we do to Queens, and that's Jet Pistol then.
Yeah, and then you just use the rest on the 2 attackers, right? I mean,
does Luffy ever fight Queen?
No. Spoiler alert.
Well, I guess it's not just like the manga and the anime.
Not just like the manga,
yeah. All right, so I mean, we still have to consider the Blast Breath.
He still has 4 cards in hand. That's quite a few.
You know, Law's board is gone. Like
that's it.
Yeah, if we can survive a turn cycle without losing our board, Kaido might be able to close this game.
That's true. Yeah.
Law only has 2 cards in hand. We know one of them's Bonnie.
Yeah.
We know that for sure. Bonnie can do a whole bunch. All right, there's our Blast Breath.
Still got. Oh, he actually had 5 in hand. Yeah, that Queen actually put in the work there. It was worth getting Jet Pistol just to draw the cards. 7 face.
Absolutely. 7 face. All right. Well, get out of it or lose, I guess. All right. Here's the 9.
All right. Okay. Here we go.
You have it. Can you get out of it?
At 9.
2.
9. Oh,
oh my goodness.
wow.
And there it is, folks. There it is.
Okay.
And we see 10-drop Kaido and Brachio Bomb left in the hand. Law is your champion today. Wow. Very nice. Very, very nice. Congratulations to the Law player, Chesco. He was...
What, his name?
Yes.
Justin DeZazo.
Congratulations on winning today. Yeah. Very, very well played. Very nicely done. Losing game 1 and then coming back for the 2-0 reverse sweep.
Yeah.
Impressive. Truly impressive gameplay that we saw there from both players. Congratulations to the Kaido player for getting second place. Congratulations to Law for taking it home. Absolutely. Law takes home the 137-person Pro Play Games case tournament.
That's a pretty crazy game. Yeah.
That was. Do you have any closing remarks, Cheska?
Well, sure. I mean, both players played excellently. I don't think the Kaido player really did anything wrong. It was just sometimes that's just how it goes. If he had another 2K in his hand, he would have gotten out of that. So that's what it comes down to. And then he probably had lethal on the crackback. So yeah, that's what it comes down to sometimes. That was an excellent game to watch. Yeah, I mean, Law taking it. That's awesome. It's a super fun deck to watch, super fun deck to play.